Watching Keepin' It Green. I'm your host, Debbie Klughers, and today my special guest is Mr. Eugene Garypie.
Hi, Debbie. Glad to be here.
And his friends call him Gap, so that's what I'll be calling you. And
Thank you.
Do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself before we get started?
No, not been in the sanitation department for East Hampton town for almost 37 years, and lived in the town all my life, and just trying to help the public in recycling.
Great, and you are the head of the sanitation department.
And I am the department head, yes.
Terrific.
About a year and a half, 2 years now.
Great, and we are here, the title of today's show is What is Recyclable? Because myself included often wonder what is recyclable when I'm going to sort my garbage. And I came to the facility a week or so ago and we started going through the garbage and removing things that were
questionable.
Right, and so we felt like it would be a really good idea to let the public know what to recycle, not only for the planet, which is the most important thing, but your bottom line will be
greatly reduced if people recycle.
Right.
You know, if they recycle, we're making money, and if they don't recycle, they throw everything in a non-recyclable. It costs the taxpayers a lot of money to get rid of it.
It's about double to throw out mixed trash as opposed to recycle.
At least.
Right. And do you want to start? Well, I have a tip that I want to start off with today.
Right.
And although this whole show is going to be a tip, but here is a fishing line. And a lot of people, you know, you get a little snag or a little bird's nest or whatnot, and you have a whole handful of this fishing line. And people might not know what to do with it, and they don't really have an outlet in the town of East Hampton where people go fishing. They should have somewhere for people to recycle their fishing line. So I have a picture that my little brother took down in Florida. And Lena, if you could put up that picture of the little arrow there points to where you put the fishing line. And this is in Cujo Key in the Florida Keys. And this is all over Florida. They use it everywhere. People fish, and they are doing a great job at recycling. And the reason why to recycle this stuff is so that birds and animals and turtles and, you know, whatnot, even land-based animals don't get all snagged and tangled up in it. So that's my tip of the day for East Hampton town, to try to think about getting some of those very simple, they're made with PVC, poison plastic pipes, to, you know, very costly.
Right.
Not very costly to put those around.
Yeah.
So that's my tip for the day.
Good.
Do you have a tip? Would you like to?
No, I'm just saying, I think it's a good idea, you know, down all the main beaches or Maine where a lot of surf casters, whatever.
Right. Even on the way out of the beach, that they could have it there.
Yeah, it might be something to look into.
Good, thanks. And let's first talk about corrugated cardboard, because that's your commodity.
That's the moneymaker.
And recently, the price doubled that you get for corrugated cardboard.
The person we deal with called me. He was giving me 65. He told me if I had any, now's the time to get rid of it. It's up to 120.
A ton?
A ton.
So it's doubled in the last month?
In a month and a half, yes.
So if people have corrugated cardboard at their home, and let's give them some examples.
Well, this is ideal. The main thing to look for, if it's got like little air pockets in there, that's perfect.
So you see these air pockets, you see it little, like a little wave kind of action.
That's great.
This is money to the town. You're
Money
doing us a favor.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so let's throw that in there.
That's good.
Now, we have another. This is, this doesn't clearly show that it's corrugated,
yeah,
but
if you look closely, you can see that it is got the little things, and it's just because it's got the, it's still good. This is still corrugated cardboard. I mean, this is still can be used.
Corrugated cardboard. This is money for the town of East Hampton.
Exactly.
Okay. And what is this? This isn't corrugated cardboard.
That would be not as valuable to the taxpayers, but this would go under, as long as it's not soiled, this could be mixed paper.
Mixed paper.
Yeah.
And is mixed paper
Yes.
phone books?
Yeah, phone
All right,
books.
let's get rid of that.
Again, you know, as long as it's clean. If it's soiled,
Okay.
it's
Wet? What if it's wet? And
It's wet.
That's no good? That's
not
garbage?
good. Yeah, that's also.
Is this
that's
mixed
all-
paper?
That's mixed paper.
Magazines, junk mail?
Magazines, any junk. It might even at the facility, you might see junk mail, mixed paper.
Okay.
All in one.
And what if people want to shred this for their identity preservation
fine.
purposes? Shred it, it's
Yeah,
also mixed paper.
it's still good to go.
Okay. What is this? It's from a candy box. It looks like corrugated cardboard to me, Gap. What do you think?
No, unfortunately, I think that's just garbage.
That's garbage?
Non-recyclable.
All right, let's get that in the garbage. How about this? Paper bags.
Paper bags, as long as they're clean, that's mixed paper.
Mixed paper, okay.
Yeah.
Talking about bags, plastic bags.
Well, unfortunately, we
Please
can take.
return to a participating store for recycling.
That's the best.
Okay.
That's the best.
Well, you know what might be better than that?
What's that?
Not using the plastic bags.
Ah,
People can use, this is what I go into my stores with. I have a whole bag full of bags, and this is what I use when I go. I don't always remember, like when I go to Walmart or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
tough to remember.
But always in the grocery stores, I'll even make my kids go out to the car. I'm like, I forgot my bags. And I go, oh, Mom. I'm like, I can't. I just
Right.
can't.
Well, you're doing the right thing. It's hard to do it. I know. Honestly, about 20% of the time, I forget to bring my bags in.
Yeah, but we're trying.
You got to try. Once you
trying.
get in the habit, it's no big
And you
deal.
don't need bags for, like, you know, if you have something like this. You don't need it in a bag. You just kind of carry it out. Now, I have 2 cats.
Right.
And I try to buy what's inexpensive.
Right. Sure.
So, but then the other day, I'm looking at both of these and I'm going, well, you know, this is recyclable. What, Can you see that number on there?
It should be 2, I would think, but let me just check it out for
So there's
you.
numbers, 1 through 7, right?
Yeah.
Of on plastics.
It's 2.
This is 2. So this is 1 and 2s are always chopped up and made into other plastic products, and
Right.
3 through 7 are typically not reusable. But in the town of East Hampton, the residents can.
As long as it's plastics, we can dump it in
You
our
can-
container
right.
because, unfortunately, we don't bail our plastics. We used to, but we haven't done that in about, I'd say, 10 years.
Okay.
'Cause
So
it-
any plastics they can put in, and 1 and 2s will get reused in the end process, hopefully.
Right. They sort it all out and they make different markets for 1s and 2s. I imagine is more valuable than say a 7.
Right,
Or-
they're
not.
not.
They're not good.
But what I was thinking was that if I was to choose between these 2 products, this is corrugated cardboard.
Exactly.
So this is going to give you money, and this is going to cost you money.
Yes.
Even
but
though-
it's still saving. It's still better than putting it in a non-recyclable. But that is actually a money maker for the town.
So this we're going to put in there. Could you put that over there? In the... No, that's not garbage. Goes in the recycle bin. Gosh. How about this? This is an egg carton.
Well, you know that.
Cage-free eggs. Now that's bizarre. The eggs have never been in a cage, or the chickens have never been in a cage. See? They could be tricking me, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know.
I got to look into that.
I'm sure you will.
Well, yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah. Again.
Was there a number on there somewhere? What do you think?
I would say plastic.
So it's recyclable. I don't think it's that
I don't
dangerous PVC.
think it's PVC,
No.
right? I
Recyclable?
would say, yeah.
Now
again,
compared
what-
to this.
That's
Similar.
but that's PVC, I would say. I don't think
So
that's.
there's no numbers on it,
No.
so we're going to throw that
I
in
would
the
throw this
garbage.
out.
All right, well,
Definitely.
get rid of it.
I'm still honest. You got me stumped on that
All
one.
right, let's leave that for a while. So now these guys, they
They-
carry food.
Yeah,
Number
they're
6.
good. They're good.
They're good.
For now. For our.
For our purposes
Our
in the town of
purposes-
East Hampton, these are recyclable.
Right.
But in other towns,
It could be no good because
could
most.
be no good.
Like I said, when we used to do our own recycling, our own baling we only accepted 1s and 2s.
And when did that change?
Well, labor, we figured because people weren't, unfortunately, they weren't educated enough to just put 1s and 2s in there, and it took quite a while to sort it out, and then we had to bail it, and then it was honestly trouble still trying to get rid of it.
Okay.
And matter of fact, the company came from Florida and By the time you're trucking and everything, it was a lot easier, time-consuming wise, just to take it, load it, and take it to another facility.
So if people don't really start doing some heavy-duty recycling in the town of East Hampton, there are incentives that Southold and Southampton has right now to, it's the bag program, Pay It, P-A-Y-T.
Right.
And it's successful in Southampton and Southold. They're reducing their trash cost and increasing recycling.
Yeah, I think the new town board, not new town board, but some of the new town board members are looking into it. And I think down the road, I think it's the only, honestly, I've always said it, I probably always will, I think it's the only fair way to do it. You know.
There's over 7,000 municipalities across the country that are doing it.
Right.
And it's successful. And let's just tell the viewers what it means, you know, what the bag program is.
Well, it's not everything that we're throwing in here goes in the bag. Everything else is still you dump for free. So if you recycle like yourself, it won't be that expensive.
But they have to pay per bag. That's the deal.
But every non-recyclable item they bring in that goes in a bag, they're going to have to pay per bag.
So if they don't want to recycle, they'll just be paying more than people that do recycle.
Exactly. So that's the initiative of recycling.
Right.
And I think it's a good thing. As far as, you know, people who don't recycle pay, and people who do recycle properly,
there you go.
they get a good break.
There was a town in Texas, they reduced their landfilling because they have landfills down there by half.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So that's great.
And now, honestly, there's no incentive for people to recycle. That's, you know, the right thing to do.
Required in the town of East Hampton, it's mandatory recycling. It's a law.
It is a law. But again, you know, the way the town is financially fixed right now, we used to, years ago, again, going back, we used to have code enforcement up there on a regular basis.
Very costly, I would think.
And two people just checking people's bags.
Wow.
And
would they get like a notice, like don't do this again?
They warned them. They wrote down the license plate number, and they came back in again, and they kind of watched them, and then they told them. I don't know, honestly, if they actually gave out summonses, but they were on top of it.
You know, maybe if they did a little mailing once a year, like a little card that even people could keep on the refrigerator or in their, you know, somewhere in their kitchen that, you know, that kind of outlines what's recyclable, what's not, like kind of like what we're doing.
Right.
But this way they can always refer back to it. That might, like the town might want to think about doing something like that to get people to know.
On board.
And always they'll see that little card all the time and, you know, I think people care about the planet and about
I
the
agree.
town.
I agree with you. I think so. I
They
think
just
it
need
just
a
gets,
little...
people get real lax once in a while and forget.
A lot of the stuff is like from my house. Like I don't know. Like okay, I brought this in because I'm wondering,
Well,
is it recyclable? What do you do with that?
It's light tin, so I would say that goes in with the tin cans.
With the, we want to put it, well, tin and plastic, so we can
Tin
put
and
this with
plastics.
the plastic.
You can put that in the, yes.
That's true.
So that goes in here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And this is a little razor thing.
Yeah, that-
Plastic, really hard plastic. What is that?
I think it's PVC though, don't you?
PVC, polyvinyl chloride.
Yeah, I think it's,
When you manufacture that, it emits dioxins.
yeah, I would
which
say,
are deadly.
yeah, I would say, I wouldn't.
Ban
put-
PVC.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'd be the easy way out, but I would say this is non-recyclable.
Okay.
May I?
Garbage. Mixed paper.
Mixed paper, that's great. Got to take out the liner.
Got to take out the liner. See, now we might think it's mixed paper, but you got to take out the plastic.
Right.
Is bubble wrap recyclable?
No.
That's garbage.
That's
so if people
garbage.
wanted to really
If
go
you really
for
want
it.
to be a real gun-ho person, you got to
But
rip it
for now,
apart.
this is,
Right now, unfortunately,
we
because,
got this out of your facility, out of the mixed paper.
Right. And I said it then, it was wrong because of the plastic inside. So it's garbage.
What about plastic shrink wrap on boats? Because they're out here and in other seaside communities.
I honestly don't know.
Brookhaven has a program of they like a day or whatever they do, and they have the people come in and bring it, and however Brookhaven disposes of it, I don't know. But they
Right.
do collect it.
They collect all the shrink wrap.
It's a shrink wrap collection date kind of thing.
Probably in the spring when all the boats getting ready to go back in the water. We don't do it.
Well, what do you think that's made of? Do you think it's...
I think it's plastic.
Like, is it this kind of plastic?
Yeah,
or-
I think it's like heavy duty.
So this is recyclable.
That's recyclable.
Do you know only 1% of plastic bags get recycled in the United States?
Well, the stores are supposed to take them too, right?
Yeah, there's a new law. Stores over a certain square footage, which I don't think East Hampton stores might qualify, as we have smaller.
Okay.
But the grocery stores, you would think, might.
Yeah.
But even if
I
they
think-
don't have to do it, they should. They're giving out the bags. They should put a thing for the people to put their bags in when they come back to the store if they're going to use these. If they're not going to use these, they should at least bring these back.
Your bags are the best, but if you got to use a plastic bag, it's good to bring them back. I don't know if any of the local stores honestly take them though. Do you?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't have to worry
'Cause
about
you-
it because I use my...
That's the best bet.
Yeah. And paper bags aren't any better. You know, paper, plastic, no thanks.
Right, yeah.
You know, because there's 14 million trees are cut down annually. 14 million trees for paper bags that then we then...
Wasted a tree.
Right.
But paper bags, as long as they're clean, again, I'm back to the soil thing, they can go in junk mail or mixed paper,
Mixed
whatever you
paper.
want to say, yeah.
Okay, and then that will get recycled.
And they get recycled.
Terrific.
Easy.
Here we found this. Where'd we find this? At the
We found that, I think, in the plastics, and we said that's really not
garbage?
Garbage.
Even if it's clean.
Yeah.
It's just some kind of, it's probably PVC or something.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Glass plates. I don't have any paper plates. I don't have paper napkins or paper towels. I use cloth napkins, and this has turned into a rag because after you use the cloth napkins for so long, now we have rags. And my kids, it took them a little while to get used to it, but it's you know, it is what it is. We do use toilet paper, though. You know.
Well,
What else do we have here? Batteries.
batteries we take.
These are my batteries. Can I leave these with you?
I'll take them back to the
Okay.
facility with me, yeah.
All kinds of batteries.
That's great. We take car battery right down up to car batteries.
Okay.
Marine batteries. We take them all. Thank you very much. But what we do is we save them for a stop day.
Okay.
And when a stop day comes, we let them take
Okay,
them
so
back.
you save up all the batteries, and you have a stop date twice a year.
Yeah, except for car batteries. Car batteries, we have a company comes around and picks them up for nothing because they're worth money.
There's lead in there,
Yeah.
and there's acid in there.
Yeah, I guess they recycle the lead and the acid and everything out of them.
Good.
If you take them to, I understand if you buy a battery from a automotive place.
Yeah, they give you, like, you pay an extra $5 or $10, and then if you bring it back, you get back your money or something,
Right.
core charge or something.
Right.
Good.
So, but if you don't,
So they
you-
could keep it out of your town by bringing it back to the stores
and
rather
they-
than costing you.
exactly,
Okay.
and they're getting $10 back.
Right.
If they don't bring it
right.
back-
And if they bring it back to you, they're costing you and they're losing money.
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about the stop days. This is latex paint can. It's metal. This
Right.
goes right into the paper and tin.
Tin cans. Tin
Right?
cans of plastic.
But it's got some paint in it. What do we do?
Oh, paint. Yeah.
It's
well,
latex.
You can. Well, it's
Couple grand.
latex. Yeah, you can put that right in non-recyclable.
Non-recyclable,
As long as it
but
has paint in it.
right. So
Yeah.
this is garbage.
Garbage.
But if the people took the time to rinse it out,
If the can was empty and cleaned out.
then it could be recycled.
Then you can put it in a tin
I mean, this
cans.
is a big item to be sitting in a landfill for however many
Right.
years it would take to.
Right.
Okay,
And if it's
so-
oil-based, you got to wait till your stop day.
Okay, so the stop day. Let's talk about the stop day.
Yeah.
Takes all kinds of. This is a degreaser. That's a lubricant. We got turpentine.
Yep. This is all
Poison.
put
Gasoline.
to the side. We have 2 a year.
Okay.
One in Montauk facility, and one in East Hampton.
And most towns have stop days.
Well, yeah, most most towns have one in each facility once a year. I know Southampton and South Hope,
Okay.
Shelter Island.
Why only once a year, though? I mean, people have to save that up for.
It's so expensive. And you're talking, you got to get 5 or 6 guys to come out, a big tractor and trailer. They got to separate it. They got to take it to their markets. I'm sure their markets charge them extreme amount of money. And the bottom line, I mean, average stop day is $10,000.
Wow. So you do that twice a year?
We do that twice a year.
And then this stuff gets brought to other facilities that
facilities.
properly disposes of it?
Yep.
What about pesticides and
Yeah.
fertilizers?
That's all can be
Stop
days. And like I say, we got 2 a year. We used to have 4, but unfortunately,
money.
it's a lot of money.
Wow.
And we had to cut it down, cut it in half.
So do you find a lot of influx of this kind of stuff during those 2 days?
Yes, it picked up. Fortunately, I think people are getting educated like you are, and they're getting very smart.
And the town puts out notices in the local papers too.
Yeah,
before that.
on the radio, and local radio
Yep.
stations, and the
That's
newspapers.
great.
Yep.
Gasoline, did I mention that?
If it's gasoline, they take that. You know,
And oil,
steel.
you take at any time, right?
We take motor oil anytime, as long as it's not mixed, because again, we have a problem if
Right.
it's mixed, then we get it contaminated,
Right.
where we get rid of waste oil for free. If it's contaminated, it costs us money.
Okay, all right.
So
But
we-
people could also save you the time and effort and bring the used motor oil back to places where they buy oil, right?
Exactly.
That's good.
But yeah, it works out good.
And
Yeah, that's glossy cardboard. That's more or less
this
no
is
good.
garbage.
That's
like
garbage.
cereal boxes and granola
Yeah.
bars, all
Pizza
those.
boxes, no
That's
good.
such a shame. It
Yeah.
can't even be mixed paper. I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it is. I know it isn't.
garbage.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, you get that wax on it, it's garbage.
What about, we could just take the little plastic off, recycle that, right? Or is
That's
that-
true. That's true. You could do that.
All right, here, I got another one.
All right, you took the top off already.
Yeah, Lena did that.
She's on top of her
good. She
game.
probably recycled. Thank you,
Yeah, I'm
Lena.
sure she did.
She's good like that.
Okay.
And glass.
Glass is great.
What colored glass?
We mix it all together. We used
All colors.
to have
This is from the Drinks with Denise show. I took this out of LTV's garbage, and we're going to recycle this now.
okay, glass, but
We don't have a bucket for glass, but
We
we'll
don't?
save it. No,
Okay.
We'll put it somewhere.
yeah, we make it doesn't matter. Clear, green, brown, all goes in the same container. We bought a glass crusher about no, more than that, probably 7 years ago now.
Okay.
And we crush our own glass, and then we try to get used for drainage and whatnot.
So
locally.
this costs you nothing to dispose of because
Well, time to put it through the grinder, the man to do it. But
the initial
but
cost of the grinder.
what happened was we used to have a company that used to pick it up, but you had to have 3 containers, and then if the public threw, say, a light bulb was big.
Right.
Red flags would go up,
Right.
and then
They
instead
wouldn't
of
take your whole load.
well, they take it, but you're gonna get a $700 to $1,000 fine.
Wow.
They call it a contaminated load.
Wow.
And it seemed like it was getting to be more and more of a habit of them contaminated loads.
Okay.
And then we decided to buy our own machine and do it
So
ourselves.
right now we have some crushed glass at the facility, and there's different uses and working on.
We're working on more.
Good.
Right now we got a pretty good sized stockpile,
Okay.
which our DC guy who comes around and inspects our facility, he's working on a way to get rid of it for
Good.
us.
Good. That's great.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Let's see. This was that other paint was latex, but this is like an oil base. So even if we rinse this out,
Yeah.
you don't want this
well,
in there?
if it's clean completely.
Okay, if it's clean, it's fine.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
But otherwise it's a stop day.
That's a stop day.
But the
definitely.
latex paint isn't a stop day, it's
That's
garbage.
Garbage, exactly. You got it.
All right. What else? Oh, here, a little pot. You don't need this anymore. But you should give this to someone, if if it's usable. I just brought it in to ask you what
Right.
to do
right,
with
yeah,
it.
that'd be a perfect home exchange product.
There you go. Home exchange. That's a terrific program, too. You have
It
a
is.
little...
We have a little problem.
Yeah.
Again, we need manpower to oversee it, and unfortunately, we cut down to 1 day a week right now because
But
of
it's a good program, and people get to reuse and...
this year.
that's good.
This year, they're not letting me. They're not letting anybody replace anybody that retires, and I had 3 guys retire.
Wow.
So we are a little tight.
So if someone was to put a couch in the home exchange, and whatever it costs you per day to run it, does it come out better on your end that to pay for the home exchange rather than for you to pay to throw out that couch or all that stuff?
If someone takes it, naturally, it's a good thing because I don't have to pay to get rid of it.
Okay.
But the problem is, at the end of the day, if that couch is still there,
Then you have to.
Then I have to
So
haul
you've
it.
paid for the home exchange day and it hasn't been exchanged.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
What
the
about
problem.
like construction debris from a homeowner? You know, that's redoing their basement or something like that. What do they do with cement? That
Well,
was something I was wondering.
No, that's a good question. We'll take it, but we go by ton
Okay, so a homeowner could load up their truck of construction debris,
and bring it into our facility.
sheetrock, wood, cement.
Yeah, it could be all mixed together.
The wood doesn't have the different kind of recycling
No,
need? Or,
we take it all to the same facility.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we were going to buy a grinder for C&D, but
Okay.
again, it didn't happen.
Well, so that's on your wish list.
It's on my wish list. I'm not giving up on it.
Good.
I think it's a good idea to do it because
There's a lot of renovations going on always around
and
here.
it's cutting down. It'll cut down my trucking 3 to 1.
Good.
I can get 3 loads into 1. That's the big thing.
Okay.
And plus, I can get rid of
Save
if
on
it's-
gas, emissions, all that.
Yeah, and a better price to get rid of it. Where it's ground up already, they give me, I think it's $20 a ton cheaper
Wow.
to get rid of it. So
That's good.
that's good. This right now, but if you didn't put it in the home exchange area and you had no more use, you actually could put this in the tin cans.
Okay. That's good.
You don't want it's. I thought,
It's just for the show.
oh, it's for the show.
Okay. So this package is 100% post-consumer recycled plastic, and that's cool and great and everything, but we can't figure out what to do with it now because it has no number on it. So it's recycled, but now we're going to throw it away.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you probably should throw it away, but I don't know. It's like you said, it should have a
So
number.
when
on
in
it.
doubt, do we throw it out or do we
Well,
put it in the
you know,
recyclables?
Yeah, when in doubt, throw it out. I'm
Okay.
going to stick with that program.
Okay.
Because, I think it should have a number on it, but it doesn't. So
Yeah,
can I
there's
throw
a
it
lot
out?
of, styrofoam lasts forever.
I know, but there's no market for it. As I know of anyway, there's no market for it. So unfortunately, well, I don't even know why we're using it.
Yes. Wow.
You're kidding me.
We've run out of time once again.
How do we do that?
Well, you're going to have to come back again. Well, I think we covered
at
a
the
lot.
table.
Yeah, well, we covered a lot. We did good.
Did we?
Yes.
I talk too much.
No, you don't talk enough. You're wonderful. Thank you.
It's a pleasure always.
Gab.
All right, hon. Great.
Ooh, you're going to have to come back again.
We got a clean table.